Hey Soul Fam, Coach Amelia Adair here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm doing good. I was just doing well. I was heavy with the gloss today. I was like, first I had a lipstick, then I put on some gloss because I was like, my lips was feeling like dry. It was feeling like brittle. So I was just like, let me just put some gloss on it. So, you put the gloss, you gotta check the teeth. But anyway. Guys, welcome back to my channel. I got a great topic for you guys today. I hope you guys are feeling good. I hope you guys are taking notes. I hope you guys are applying the knowledge. Okay? Because what's knowledge if you don't apply it? Okay? I said, what's knowledge if you don't apply it? Woo! Quote card. Anyway, I think I got one like that up there. But today we're going to talk about the pressure. Okay, we're going to talk about this pressure because I know a lot of people hear about the pressure and I know a lot of people think they feel the pressure, but we're going to just really get into the pressure because the pressure can be intense. Okay, do you hear me? The pressure can be intense, and I thought I was feeling pressure until recently, and I really was feeling the pressure. So I think the higher you go, and the harder you work, the harder the pressure gets, okay? So there's so many different types of pressure that's going to come your way, okay? So when you building it, we talk about millionaire mindsets here, okay? Let me just make that clear. If you're not trying to be a millionaire, again, I'm going to need you to exit left because we're trying to be millionaires here. And in order for us to be millionaires, we got to work on all of these things, okay? And if you started climbing up the rack and that bank account started increasing already, then you know what I'm talking about, okay? If your bank account didn't start increasing, you got to start watching some other videos because this is a 360 deal, okay? We're not trying to find no shortcuts. We're not trying to find no handouts. We are building millionaires with ourselves. And let me just make that clear. And I'll make it clear as much as I can. But I want you guys to understand that, a lot of people are born into money. So they know different ways and things like that. But a lot of the audience and a lot of people that I coach, we wasn't born into millionaire status. Okay, no one handed us a plan. Okay, so we was basically left to fend for ourselves. Okay, so if you on my channel, then more than likely you made it here because you've been fending for yourself. You've been trying to get through this generational curses. You've been trying to be faithful to the Lord, or you are being faithful to the Lord rather, because we ain't trying, we are. And also, we just got so much toxicity that we have came from, or we may still even have around us that we trying to move away from, but it's so hard that's pulling us down and we like, right? So if any of that resonates with you, stay tuned because I'm going to be addressing as much as I could address in this video, but I'm also going to just be continuing to discuss these important topics that need to be talked about. Nobody want to talk about them. Everybody want to act like they're not there. So guess who will talk about them? Creak, creak, creak. Amelia, you guessed it. Yes, I'm going to talk about it just to hopefully get you moving. Even if you don't get millionaire, but you get close. Oh, baby, we trying to get close, okay? I'm okay with seeing over the Himalayas. I'm already seeing over the Himalayas, and I'm okay with that. So, number one, you have to be okay with where you are. Right, and I talk about this in one of my other videos. Before we get to the pressure, let's talk about this first. Okay, let's just talk about it because it's on my heart, it's on my chest. Lord said, just talk about it. So I'm gonna just talk about it. Being happy with where you are. Okay, so if you've come a certain way, you know what I mean. You've accomplished a certain amount of things, and you taking care of yourself pretty well. Make sure you're always happy with that, okay? Because we can always be here and we can always be there. So we got to just be grateful for what we have, all right? Now, once you are truly grateful for what you have, you know what I mean? Like, no one is making you feel insecure because people this is where the pressure come in. You know what I'm saying? People going to come and sniff around, and like, oh, this is it. You know what I mean? there's gonna be people that be like, okay, this is what you come up with, you know. So, and if someone, you know, come into your space with that, that's why you gotta be so comfortable with where you are. Because if you're not, you'll be like, yeah, it's all right. You know, I know I could be doing. No. We're not doing that. No. Yes, this is what I got. I love it. And I would love it more if you exit left. Okay, don't be so rude and cruel, but just ignore them. You know what I mean? Just ignore that. But when that negativity comes your way, that's where the pressure will start to come in, right? Because you happy with what you got, you working on your goals, you grinding, you getting it, you know what I'm saying? And then for some reason, that negativity want to come and try to weigh you down and make you feel like what you doing isn't good enough, you know? Make you feel like what you did wasn't good enough. Make you feel like you crazy, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna be no millionaire. Okay, millionaire what? You know what I mean? So that's the pressure, guys. That's that pressure, that doubt, that negativity that won't leave. Okay? No matter where you go, who you talk to, affirmations you get, guys, that negativity is going to be on your back. It's going to be right there. You know what I'm saying? You turn right, it's going to be there. You turn left, it's going to be there. You look up, it's going to be there. You look down, you can't hide from it. All right? The pressure is there because you can't hide from it. All right? But instead, you got to start to get wise. You know what I mean? You got to stay in tune. You got to stay connected. You got to make sure you watching videos. You staying uplifted. You following. You know what I mean? You got your little routine going and you got to stick with it, because if you don't stick with it, somebody going to get with it and going to try to, knock you off your game. Okay? So you got to use that pressure to understand, I ain't the millionaire yet. Okay? But I'm not going to tell you my whole vision. I'm not going to tell you my whole goals and aspiration and things like that, because I'm not going to give you that leverage to bring more pressure on me from what I already have. Okay? So a lot of times, guys, you have to be strong enough. You got to be wise enough. You got to be prepared enough to know when to shut the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Shut your ears. Okay, it may not be a physical door that you shut, but you gotta learn how to shut your ears, close your heart, close your eyes, and close your mouth. Some of y'all make pressure for yourself because all you do is this. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm gonna be doing this. Watch, I'm gonna be doing. You hear that? Silence. Okay? Some of you guys create pressure for yourself because you don't know how to close the doors. Okay? If you don't know what intentions this person has in your life when they're trying to, crawl up in your life or crawl back up in your life, keep it simple. Okay? A lot of us can't withstand the pressure because we make it too hard for ourselves. We letting people in our space, in our energy, in our dreams, in our goals that don't belong there. This person was just meant to watch. You hear me? Hey, I'm telling y'all. That person was meant to watch. Okay? And you need an audience. We all need an audience, okay? Who don't like an audience? We all have audiences. Some have bigger audiences than others, okay? So understand who's coming in your life to just be an audience. Now, once you understand that and comprehend that, you're going to be floating on top of the pressure. You know what I mean? You're going to be dancing on the pressure. You're going to be turning the music up on the pressure. Like, come on, bring it on. Because I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm certain. You know, when you have a certainty in your heart, in your mind, in your vision, and your connection with God, pressure don't exist for real. You know what I'm saying? It'll be there prancing around from time to time, but it's not going to be there to really push you off your game where you just fall into a hole. Okay? You done crawled out of your holes at this point. You know what I'm saying? If you at this video at this point, you done crawled out of your holes. So nothing could put you back into a hole. You get what I'm saying? That pressure can't push you down no more. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you strong. That's what makes you a millionaire. Okay? That's what makes you successful. Okay? Because you're able to ignore all the flies. You know what I'm saying? We're going to call them flies. The audience, there's some flies in the audience. And you have the ability to ignore them and still come strong and do what you have been doing. You know what I'm saying? If you're working on your business, if you're working on your brand, if you're working at a job and you're working on your goals, you know what I'm saying? Nothing can knock you off of that game. You just going through obstacles like Muhammad Ali. They you know what I'm saying? Nothing can knock you down for that because you have the ability to withstand the pressure. Y'all don't hear me. Yeah. I got on my heels today, honey. Y'all don't hear me. Come on. Rewind that. Watch that one twice. Get that in your spirit. Okay? Get that in your energy. Understand who you are and be happy about who you are. So when the pressure come knocking, you stand strong and you firm. You affirm. And as the day goes on, you just keep going up. You know what I'm saying? You just keep hitting green lights. We ain't hitting no red lights. We hitting green lights. Now I'm gonna go a little deeper with y'all today. I know I like to get deep. Let me adjust myself in my seat. Guys, I look so cute. I got on these cute. Anyway, I always get sidetracked. Okay, why? Because I'm just enjoying this process. I enjoy talking with y'all. Okay, I don't like to feel like suited and booted. In my last video, when I was talking about awareness and consciousness, I had to get booky with y'all because that one was very tricky. You know, like I was like, I don't want to miss no points. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to get a little deep with the pressure. All right. We're going to talk about mental health. Okay. When you have been working on your mental health, you know what I mean? You've been eating right. You've been going to a therapist. You've been booking your coaching sessions. You've been, shifting what you listen to. You've been reading more books. And getting things together that when you get to a certain point of healing, you're good. Sorry, I'm getting the right words. You hear me? Like words are very important. Let me just say that. But when you get to a certain point with your mental health, you want to do whatever it takes to not go back, right? So the pressure will come in all angles, right? First they'll try to hit you here, hit you there. Then you'll be alone, and that's when your mind will start to try to play little tricks on you, like maybe you are crazy, you know? What are you doing? You know, you'll start to question yourself. And I promise y'all, the more it comes knocking on your door, the more you need to just ignore it. Just ignore it. Why? Because you're doing so good. You came so far. And a lot of times, the adversary just likes to creep back in and test you. and see if you really about what you say you're about, or if you all game talk. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are all talk, guys. You're gonna meet a handful of people that just love to hear themselves talk, and you don't want to be that person. So when them negative voices come in, remember, you're not all talk. You all game. You all play that game. Let's not even talk about a game. You all business. Okay, you are about your business. So if you say you're gonna do something, oh, best believe you doing it. When you give yourself a time frame, best believe you sticking to that time frame. Why? Because you about your business, and you don't have time to just sit around and talk to hear yourself talk. Tell people things just to feel like you're building a pointless relationship. That's not what you're doing. So understand that your mental is important, because you are so focused, you are so driven, that you can't even knock you off of your game. Okay, you can't be sitting around talking yourself out of something you done talked yourself into, that you know for sure, okay, you and God talked about. That's what this is. Higher up. Okay, I'm rooting for y'all 1,000,000%. I'm doing everything I can so you could do everything you can, and don't go backwards, okay, in the negative way. Okay, so you gotta backtrack. That's different. We talked about that, but don't go backwards in a negative way. Don't start talking bad about yourself. And I made sure I mentioned this, not to get too much into the book, but this is a self-help book, and there's many self-help books that you can get into, and you always have to remember what you're reading. You can't just read it to read it, okay? And one of the number one things, because there's a million number one things that you really have to pay attention to, but one of the important things is, don't talk bad about yourself. Stop telling yourself it's not going to work. Stop telling yourself that's crazy. Stop believing those negative lies. Okay? Know that you have just the amount of worth as anyone you're inspired to be. And I think, it's easy for us to believe the negative stuff because it's so common in our world. But try something different. Believe the positive stuff and see how much further you will go. Guys, that was deep. Okay? I'm not even going to say no more because I want that to settle with y'all. I want y'all to literally take this in and just feel it. Feel who you really are. And take that. You know what I'm saying? Take that serious. Okay? Whew. All right, guys. I'm not going to talk too long. Straightforward, straight to the point. If you missed something because you sat there in the days, because I done said something that, hit home, watch this video twice. Take time for you. Right? Coach Amelia Adair here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you can see when I post again. Okay? You don't want to be able to miss it, because I'm telling you it's going to be good. Okay? It's going to be real good. Alright, guys. Coach Amelia Adair here, and I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye for now.